The reservation was yesterday! If you don't pay the cancellation fee, I'll call the police! What the? I've been receiving a huge number of calls from the restaurant we went to earlier!
Trouble Busters!
My name is Alan. Today, I wanted to celebrate my wedding anniversary with my wife Helen, and I had made a reservation at a high-end restaurant, but... just as I thought! Huh?
What do you mean, just as I thought?
Stop acting so innocent after what you did! The reservation was yesterday! If you don't pay the cancellation fee, I'll call the police! There ain't no way! It's my wedding anniversary with my wife, you know?
That's right, there's no way we can go wrong with this one.
Humans aren't perfect, guys. It's possible to make mistakes, eh? That can't be true! I have a reservation for tonight! The hell? This is how it looks on our reservation management site, alright? See? No matter how you look at it, it was yesterday, you see? What the? There ain't no way! Hey, hold up! What are you taking pictures of?
It goes without saying that evidence should be prepared. Looks irrefutable that the reservation was made yesterday.
Yeah? Well, all us humans make mistakes. Please consider the cancellation fee as a tuition fee for that particular life lesson. Helen, please believe me. I swear to you, I made a reservation for tonight.
If I may, sir, why was there no contact from the restaurant yesterday to remind us?
We don't have that sort of system implemented. Anything else? What the devil? Because lest we forget, you actually forgot. See?
I see. Well then, for this establishment, customers who don't show up to their reservation time are just left alone without being contacted?
That's right, ma'am.
But is there any benefit for the restaurant by taking such a course of action? If customers don't show up, the cooking will be wasted.
Unfortunately, though, if you don't make a reservation, you're not a customer of ours, so... Watch that tone of yours, buddy. Yeah, a hindrance to business. Please pay the cancellation fee and get the hell home. The cancellation fee will be $1,000. $1,000? Wait a minute. The course I reserved was only $600, even for 2 people. The remaining $400 is a penalty fee. A whole grand for a damn cancellation fee.
Enough, Alan. I don't want to eat at a restaurant like this. My wedding anniversary will be ruined if I got involved with the police anyhow. There are other restaurants as well. It's all right.
Ah, seems like unlike your uneducated husband, ma'am, you have a little bit of reason left in you. Damn it. Here's my card. Buddy, cancellation fees are cash only. What? Why? Because it's not a situation where you can just cancel and use your card to pay the fee. Furthermore, we cannot trust credit cards used by ridiculous people who cancel without notice. The moment you never show up on the day of your reservation, there is no trust between you and the restaurant. Shit! Oh, are you dissatisfied? A husband who could not do well for his wedding anniversary with his beloved wife. If you don't agree, let's repeat what we just said in front of the police, shall we? Helen!
It's all right, Alan. Let's just pay what we owe and leave quickly.
Saved by a truly understanding wife.
I'm sorry, but could I have a receipt?
Ah, yes, of course. Well then, take this and get the hell home.
This grand comes at an extremely expensive price. Be prepared.
Yeah. There's no point in being intimidating. Rules are rules.
Let's go, Alan.
And that's how we left a fancy restaurant after having paid $1,000, and with stomachs still hungry. I am so sorry, Helen.
It's all good, Alan. After all, thanks to your efforts, we can destroy a certain villain on a memorable day like my wedding anniversary.
Huh?
Actually, I'm...
What? Then I'm...
Exactly. You leave this to me, honey.
Helen had noticed the slightest of details. I cannot forgive that stupid clerk who ruined my important wedding anniversary with my lovely wife. What the?
What's wrong, Alan?
Look at this. I've been receiving a huge number of calls from the restaurant we went to earlier.
I'm pretty sure she came then.
Aw, damn, again!
I suggest you pick up the phone, honey. I think that stupid clerk is getting pretty worked up right now.
Hello? Alan, sir! Too loud! I can hear you. What on earth do you want? I truly apologize for the inconvenience earlier. We will also refund your cancellation payment. I am truly sorry. Why are you apologizing? Huh? We are the ones at fault, aren't we? You just did your job, correct? No, sir, I did not. You see, I've made a mistake that I shouldn't have made as a fellow human being. I beg you, sir. Could you please come back to our establishment and allow me a chance to explain? Yes, I decline. I have no intention of going back to the restaurant. Excuse me? Why not, sir? Because I felt so damn uncomfortable? Allow me to apologize for that. Something seems very fishy, buddy. I definitely don't want to go back. I beg you, sir. Please allow me to explain. Please also allow me to give you a refund. $1,000, sir. 1,000! I've already given that money back to my wife. Pardon me, sir. Oh, what a waste. You were the one who made it happen. No, please. I am on my knees, sir. It would be really bad if the two of you didn't come. Wouldn't that be worse considering the reputation of the restaurant? But if you think about yours truly, hell no, sir. Mr. Thompson, am I correct in assuming you're acquainted with someone called Melanie Smith? Of course. She's a friend of my wife. Of course I know her. Then you also know this, I assume. Miss Smith is our wine wholesaler and is an indispensable person for our establishment. Yes, I do know. However, I only found out about that truce just after I left the place. But it seems like my wife knew about it all along. She knew, and yet let me run wild. You have a devious wife on your hands, sir. Look who's talking.
Alan, let me speak with the bitch. Hello, this is Helen Thompson. Melanie is more of a close friend of mine than my husband's, so we never knew who she was. Or rather, I was thinking of having her appear as a surprise guest, so...
And what a surprise she was, ma'am. What are you trying to accomplish by surprising me as much, ma'am?
When I told her I was celebrating my wedding anniversary at your restaurant, she said, "Well then, I'ma bring along some special wine." Oh, what? Are you sure? Don't tell Alan, okay? In a nutshell, she tried to serve me with a directly graded wine, you see.
You ought to have told me, ma'am. Just as I kicked you all out without even realizing what I was doing. Miss Smith is now about to kick me out of the restaurant.
That's why I told you that the grand we paid you tonight comes at an extremely expensive price.
I beg you, ma'am. Please allow me to give you your refund. It's all my fault.
Good evening, dear. This is Melanie. Melanie, darling, I'm sorry about tonight. It must have been quite a shock realizing we weren't even there when you arrived. Never mind that, darling. I could have mentioned your name right away, but if we did that, that stupid clerk would simply flip a 180 and somehow get through to us with insincere apologies. Even now, he's trying to get us back, isn't he? And evil shall continue to prosper. That's why you left the store to show me the true situation and results, I believe. Spot on, you're so quick to understand. I shall see to it that the clerk is punished generously, so could you please come back to the restaurant for a bit? Can't be helped if it's a request for you, Melanie. Roger that. I'll convince Alan to come back. We await your return.
We've been waiting for you. I am terribly, terribly sorry. I didn't know that you were acquainted with Miss Smith. I don't think the problem lies with whether you knew we were acquainted or not, bucko. The way you say it, sounds like if we weren't Melanie's acquaintances, you wouldn't have called us back and been happy with your life, eh? Maybe so, maybe not, sir. I must request you stop making judgments.
And yet you were making judgments about us earlier.
The only reason any normal clerk would bring us back is if your service was clumsy. However, if you do that, you will be admitting that your service was unacceptable. There's no way you'd insult us as you did, and quite immediately call me to apologize and offer to refund the money unconditionally.
That's right, and the wholesaler who handles the wine for this restaurant showing up did play a part in this too. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, please. It's not for you to apologize, Melanie.
I was surprised, though. I never thought you would be running the wine wholesale business for this place.
As I told dear Helen, I am exactly the kind of undercover detective, a typical critic of a restaurant and attempts to defeat unscrupulous people.
Unscrupulous? Outrageous, I say! The underlying cause was a computer error, a bug! I really don't understand how it happened, but for some reason, the reservation that was supposed to be for today ended up being for yesterday. How do I say this? Can you, please stop lying? It's not a lie, sir. Look. The date is yesterday, indeed, isn't it?
You were the one who manipulated it to be as such, right?
What? Huh?
Oh, did you notice it too, Helen?
Huh? What do you mean, too? What's going on? I manipulated. What's all this about?
So you don't admit you manipulated it.
I admit that there was no such manipulation. So why did you call us back? What I admitted was that due to some system bug, the reservation date was set for yesterday. Manipulation? There's no way they could do such a thing.
Well then, allow me a question. I would like to ask you, why is the reservation date and time that my husband made in half-width characters, while the reservation date and time that you provided is in full-width characters? Seems to me that the latter has obviously been artificially created.
No, ma'am. This is also a bug. It has to be.
So you claim that even if I checked the system's history to see if there was any human manipulation on this reservation screen, there would be no such evidence? You wouldn't mind if I checked the system's history, would you?
What the? You can do that?
Yes, you can! Originally, manually changing any reservation input is used when something changes after reservation has been made, such as the time of the reservation, any comments for particular requests, or memos. To change it, you'll need to enter the password on the screen to make these changes, wouldn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll ask you again. You fraudulently falsified the date and time of my reservation, did you not?
Yes, sir. I didn't include someone in the reservation in the list today, per my mistake, and I therefore couldn't secure a meal for you and your wife. I'm so sorry. I had to sacrifice someone to cover up my mistake, and anyone could have been a victim, so I went in alphabetical order, and...
So that's why I was chosen?
Yes, sir, because it's, Ellen.
What are you smiling about? You really don't seem to realize the severity of what you did.
That's not true, Miss Smith. I'm truly repenting my actions. I now know that human beings are incapable of doing bad things without getting payback. Mr. Thompson, Mrs. Thompson, Miss Smith, I am truly sorry for today. We have prepared a special table for all of you tonight, so please relax and enjoy your meal at our fine restaurant.
Can we really enjoy ourselves in this situation?
And that's why I have sincerely apologized for my wrongdoings. I'm only 27, sir. There are times when you will take the wrong course of action.
Seems like to me you wanted to refund us the money and say mission accomplished. But do you honestly think that what you've done can be fixed with just an apology?
I don't understand the question.
Ruining my best friend's wedding anniversary is a crime too huge to forgive.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry just ain't it. My trust and favorability rating for your store are both zilch. Therefore, I would like to cancel my contract with this establishment.
What?
I think it's only natural.
Wait, please. If that were to happen, this store would be in huge trouble. Your wine business and your services as our top sommelier are primary reasons why this restaurant is so popular. And you cancel the contract. Not only will I be fired, surely, but I will also be fined in some way.
And you were the one who made things happen this way, Jackson. Just you receive your reward in silence.
I accept being fired at worst, but the contract, please. I'll disappear, so it'll be okay anyway, right?
Now, Melanie. Just like this bastard says, I don't think quitting is the best option here.
That's right, sir. I'm leaving this place anyway.
See, Melanie? Those who think they can just quit like this literally does not care about your canceling the contract.
That's right. There'll only be a new job opening us all.
You writhing maggot.
I know how you feel. This is so frickin' annoying. But there are other ways to corner him into despair.
Hell yeah, there's still a few big bombs left to drop.
Huh? What more is my fault? Honestly, my customer service is the worst, I admit it, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna fall any further. I've already admitted to manipulating the reservation date and time. So, you're gonna push for Four Ice Wine's contract to be canceled after all? Then it can't be helped, can it? Because I did something bad. Alright, sure. I will obey you without complaint.
This frickin' bitch.
You haven't learned anything from this failure.
Darn right I didn't. I'll do better next time.
There's no next time for you, bucko.
Huh? There is a second chance, right?
Hell nah, there ain't, bitch.
Huh?
You don't believe that once you refund the cancellation fee, it's over, right?
Since I've acknowledged my faults and paid you back, all's well and resolved, right? What more do you want?
Take this criminal record, if you please.
What?
Regardless of whether it was human error, you falsified the reservation date and time and then charged the cancellation fee.
$1,000, bro? I understand that. I do. So I'm remorseful and I'm returning the money.
If you can get away with an I'm sorry, the world won't need any police, eh? What are police for? Isn't one reason to eradicate these kinds of scammers?
What? No, wait. Are you sure you're planning on calling the police?
Yes.
We've decided to do this because your attitude is just so frickin' annoying.
But, oh, wait a sec. I received this money intending it to be a cancellation fee.
And we're telling you that's called embezzlement in this world. It's pathetic that someone like this is working as a receptionist for a high-end restaurant.
Enough already, people. If you're really gonna push me that hard, I'll make it so that I never ask for a cancellation fee. What the? If the damage I've done is this bad, as I'm still young, I will start anew. But if the crime goes as far as embezzlement, wouldn't this become a matter for the police to take care of?
You did something so freaking worthy of the police to take care of it all. And need I remind you, you and no one else were the one who brought our transaction here this point in the first place.
No, I've had enough. Why push me into a corner when there's clearly no need? There's no point in talking about it. You can do whatever you like. Cook me, boil me, deep fry me in court. I don't care. I won't admit that I received any money. Fortunately, the justice-crazed Thompsons and I were the only ones to see the exchange, and there were no other witnesses.
There is
No witnesses! No truth anywhere! Alright, since I'm fired anyway, I must see myself out.
The receipt.
Huh?
You didn't forget giving me a receipt, did you? The name of the restaurant, your full name, and the date and time are all there too.
That's overwhelming evidence. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Since fraud, even if it was attempted, is punishable by imprisonment without any options of fines, you will get a sentence in prison. Prison, sonny boy.
Having a criminal record has insane effect on status too. I think it will be extremely difficult to find a job in the future, but please do your best.
I say, what a turn of events.
Please, wait! That's a problem!
Yes, I wanted to make it a problem for you. Glad it's working.
My wife and I despise insincere people like you with such a passion that we want to shoot them.
Fired and a criminal record. Go on and enjoy our exclusive Alhelmela course of Helala Jackson.
I don't want it! Hell no! I don't like it! I hate it! I realize now the depth of my sins.
No, you didn't realize the depth of your sins, but the current situation.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing, damn it!
Also, you better not raise your voice, bucko.
Please, this is bad. Me, a scammer, very bad.
But you actually did it anyway.
It can't be helped because the truth will always be one. Shut up and just get behind bars.
No bars, please. I beg you, have mercy. I'll do anything.
The sprouts on potatoes put the value of your damn apologies to shame. And those are pointless poison puffs too.
We'll report the damage immediately, so just get home and sleep trembling tonight. Well, if you lose your position after suffering a devastating blow, my wholesale business contract here will continue, eh? Good for you. Looks like you'll avoid a fine.
Not good for me. The hell? Have mercy. Don't tell the police. You got your money back. Isn't that enough?
If you're acquitted like that, most shoplifters in the world will be forgiven, won't they? But it can't be forgiven, eh? After all, it's an undeniable fact that you tried to rob us.
Twist the truth, I beg of thee. Do not ruin the future of a 27-year-old.
What are you talking about? When you yourself took a whole grand from the people who made a reservation, no less.
Please give me a break. It's really bad to get a criminal record now, at this stage in life. It becomes difficult to get married, let alone find a job.
No can do, buddy. Absolutely unforgivable. I cannot forgive people who are the worst before they apologize, and are still the worst even after.
No, please.
In just 1 or 2 hours, the situation was reversed, hasn't it?
If you don't pay the cancellation fee, I'll call the police.
Converted from calling the police to being called the police on them. Complete reversal, complete destruction. I was a little annoyed, but I'm glad that I was able to get rid of all the villains on my anniversary. Well then, Alan, there's no use for us here anymore. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Bring home the wine I brought for you. Yes, can't forget the wine. Maybe I should take darling Melanie home too. Now, Helen, your husband is watching. You're so cute.
I freaking chose wrong. Why in the world did I choose to go in alphabetical order? Stupid.
That's not the problem.
That's it. It's so pointless to teach common sense to talking skeletons, it seems. After that, we filed a complaint as promised, and Jackson was sentenced to 6 months in prison for attempted fraud, earning him the bad status of an ex-convict. In the future, he will have a hard time getting a job, at least not in a big company, and will probably have a very difficult life ahead of him. On the other hand, Helen and I once again celebrated our wedding anniversary at the same restaurant, from which the writhing maggot had disappeared. It was just the staff who was expired, but the food at this restaurant, mwah! And above all, the wine. I hope that I can continue to live a happy married life with my slightly naughty wife. Trouble Busters.